Can't hit that one. Washington up top. Off target at the rim. He drops it from range.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from the jump.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
And he banks in the layup.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
To the right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fades. The shot no good.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter. A bit of a rut here early, just 1 of 4 so far.
To the wing on the left. Into the lane. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Man, Brent, when Trae Young is on the floor, his teams put up ridiculous offensive numbers. What makes Trae a difference maker?
Well, I think Trae's relentlessness as an offensive player is hard to defend. I mean, he is so quick with the basketball. He gets into the teeth of the defense and causes so many problems, B.A. He sometimes has those stretches where he becomes an offense unto himself. And so far, the team just 1 of 5 in that rim shrinking.
That one goes. Count it. 5 points in the game.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
To halt the run. It's not going to go for him.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Over to the left wing. From the arc. Shot clock at 6. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. The home team calls timeout. Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
Gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. From deep. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
Maybe a little false confidence there. Not a high percentage shot for him.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Buries it from 3.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here's Jackson. No good on the shot.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's Booth. Who drains the 19-footer.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Pass to Washington. Lays it up and banks it in. 10 points for him.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. 50 seconds left now in the first quarter. The layup off target.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Pass to Jackson. There's 25 seconds left in the opening quarter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Gone 4 of 9 from beyond the three-point line in this first quarter. Drains the triple.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Shot to stop the run. And a missed layup. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Leading by 7. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
So it's the home team now. 7-point differential.
Hey, guys, can we show some love to the defense in that game? They were relentless. They were dominant. It was just a great performance overall.
Yeah, last game was pretty impressive stuff on that end of the floor, just getting up near shooters and blocking as many shots as they did.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
This one for 3. On target from range.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Perry. Jackson outside. There's the 3. Williams grabs the board. Gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Brent, Herb Jones looks like he might be the next elite perimeter defender.
Well, he's been amazing in the early part of his career. He closes out his space so well on people, in control and balanced, able to catch guys' first move. He is asked to guard the primary offensive wing on a nightly basis, and Herb Jones is up to the challenge.
What a slam!
You see the defense, Grant? They're all making business decisions up there. Basket's good. 5 points in the game.
Now they're playing working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Pass to Perry. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Over to the wing. Offensive board. Outside Jones. Takes a 3. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Perry's gotten 4 this quarter.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
And the visitors call time here. So both teams changing it up here. And though it's early, let's take a look at the cup standings.
Yeah, getting off to a hot start is really important in this tournament because there's so little margin for error.
Gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Pass to Williams. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
The game on the line. Ice Tray is dangerous man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life, that's what I do. I work too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you. And the technical free throw is good. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Fires from the wing. Boom! He jams it straight down.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
And he drives in. 2 points. That one goes. 5 points in the game.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Pass to Jackson. Let's go with a three. Fires hitting the triple. Jackson's got 5.
That's pretty much not how they would defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
The 3 ball. Knocks it down from distance.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Fires the 3. The shot no good.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Williams misses.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
No coverage that time.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
From deep three-point land. Misses that one. 3 for 4 from the floor.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
From downtown, and there's the turnover. Pass goes out of bounds.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
Gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. .29 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. The 3 is up. That's another miss. 1 for 7 in this contest. Gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. The floater, and he makes it. He's got 13. Puts up a deep 3. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks. I'm here with Trey Young. Trey, it was a slow start.
I think it's just getting back into the rhythm, just getting into the action, being aggressive. I think that was the main thing. We just got to go out and compete and do what we do.
Thanks, Trey. Guys, back to you.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
I like the way they've been running, pushing the ball, putting their defense on its heels.
Yeah, you love their tempo. When they play fast, they can put points on the board in a hurry, Ernie.
All right, fellas, let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
You take a look at the visitors. Like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. It is a hopeful time of year for everybody. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. The three from Washington. And no good. Shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. He launched that one from way outside.
Hey, the D's got to be better. I mean, that's a high-quality look for him.
Shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. For three. That shot off. Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams. But Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys, and he hasn't really had that.
Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Lets the three fly, nails it from three.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
Goes back up.
For him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights. Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Boot shot is good. Gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Takes the three, and he's 6 for 12 after that one.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Well, since we have this break, here are the teams with the most points off turnovers last season.
And whenever you turn the ball over against them, they pushed it right back at you. Last year, they were just merciless at exploiting teams whenever they made mistakes against them.
Pass to Washington. Three-pointer. He's off on that one.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
The three. Shot that time, not on target. Gone 2 for 5 from three since halftime. Good on the bucket. He's got 6.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Gone 4 of 8 in the third. From deep. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
From 8 feet. To the wing, right side. Tries again. And that's good for 2. Going 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. The three-pointer off the mark. Gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. For the tie. Doesn't go that time. Gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. Here's Booth. Three-pointer, no good. Pretty even game going on here in D.C. And following this one, they'll take on the Nuggets in Denver. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Beyond the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it, went right into the shot.
There's 47 seconds left in the third. And here they come. Sinks the tray. 16 points for him.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Away team foul. Number 3. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Jackson down low. Tipped. Here's Booth. Defended by Jackson. From outside the arc. Booth misses. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. Up by 7. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. He takes it in. Ball stolen. Takes a 13-footer. That shot is off. Shooting at 45% of the game so far. Three-pointer. Counted from distance.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
Here's Perry. The jump hook. Good on the shot.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Out to the right wing. From outside, off the mark. Shooting the ball. At 46% from the floor. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Jackson outside. Clock at 6. Goes up from the top of the key. No good.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. The home team calls timeout. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break, and coach had a simple message for their team saying, hey, we're right there. Let's start with a stop. Knock down a couple shots and we'll be up. But sometimes the best instructions are the basic ones. PA?
Thanks for that, Allie.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Pass to Booth. A quick shot there. It's off target. Gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Down low. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Puts up a 3. And he can't get that one.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
That one falls.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Lets it go from deep. Book it again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Offline with a baseline jumper. Gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. For 3. Sinks it from distance.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. Fires from deep. Drills it from deep.
And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Going inside. That one doesn't drop. Gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
The home team calls timeout. In the run, hits a three-pointer. 19 points in the game.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. No good on the triple. From behind the arc. Booth with the rebound. The three is up. Washington grabs the miss. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Launches it. Hits the trifecta. And so the road team gets the W in this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. And now our player of the game.
Same soup, I just had to reheat it. They know my name, I ain't had to repeat it. I'm with the rah-rah, with the blah-blah. All that, like Kel ain't get it. Yeah, I'm with all that. I'm with all that. All that? Yeah, I'm with all that. I'm with all that. All that.
Welcome, everyone.
So please watch your tone when you talking to me. Conde Garçon, Converse on my feet. Yeah, I just ate Bon Appetit. Young refugee, are you ready or not? Maybe to rap with.
Welcome, everyone. Glad to have you with us for this NBA Cup action with two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. On Saturday and then Monday, now the starting group for the visitors. And this early in the season, there are still so many unknowns, Grant.
You're right. You learn a little about each team in the preseason. But once the games count, things really start coming into focus.
Wagner outside. To the inside. Puts the move on. And he sinks the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim. And no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
To the middle. Misses in close. Gets the three to fall.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. To the paint. Misses from close range.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Out left to the wing. Lets it go. And the jumper from the wing offline.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh?
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Can't hit from in close. Gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. It's good from the top of the key.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
With some arc. Booth with the rebound. Gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. When I asked about guarding the big man, Domantas Sabonis, he told me his versatility is really tremendous. I told our guys to be aware of not just his scoring ability, but to clog up any passing lanes they see, because he can really move the ball too. It's going to take a total team effort from us. Let's see how things play out.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. The home team calls timeout. All right, let's take a look back at last season and see the teams who collected the most second chance points.
And it was just great watching them be so assertive on the offensive glass. This is a team that trusted in their ability to keep possessions alive last season.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Kicks it out to Wagner. Shot clock at 5. No one covering. There's the triple. Sends it home from three-point land. He has 7.
Well, the defense deserves to get...
Booth with the rebound.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. A minute 53 left to play in the first quarter. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And how about Scotty Barnes, Doris? Named an All-Star during his 3rd season in 2024.
And, in fact, the 3rd youngest All-Star that year. Listen, he has upgraded his playmaking. He's still getting better, and I think that's the scary part for the rest of the league. Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Wagner outside. Fires the 3. Booth with the rebound. Gone 5 of 9 from the floor. He buries it from 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Wagner. Fires for 3. Booth with the rebound. Booth's got his 4th rebound in this one. Launches it from deep. That one. Go. Misses his first shot of the game. Wagner outside. Plenty of space. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
It's incredible. I mean, it changes the dynamic of your offense when you have bigs who can shoot the ball.
It's almost gotten to the point where you have to be able to hit that face-up jumper now. There's very few exceptions to that rule.
Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
From the top of the key, drained it for 2 points. 12 points for him.
That makes him 5 for 5 so far. Could be a big night in store.
From deep three-point land. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Leading by 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation.
Can you believe that's their first turnover? Good ball security has really helped them build this lead.
And he lobs it up to the rim. To the inside. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Now here's Harris. That one rolls around and rims out. Gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Here's the 3. Williams grabs the board. Shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Pass to Stewart. The 3. Pure from three-point range. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates. And it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Now here's Harris. Still without a bucket. Great look, but off the mark. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Drops in the 3.
Boy, major defensive lapse on that trip, leaving him all alone in three-point territory, and he drills it.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offense in transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Omarui. Harris outside. Pass to Omarui. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Personal foul, first team.
Man, the defender really went after him.
It's his first trip to the line. No good on the free throw. And the second free throw is good. Gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Booth misses.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Knocks down the triple. 9 points in the game.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
To the middle. Here's Harris. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Now, for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Gets the 3 ball to go.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Wagner. Gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. The quick look, no good that time.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, B.A. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper.
Now here's Wagner. 58 seconds left in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it. That one no good.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Oh, got that one up quick. He's got 12.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
29 seconds left in the first half. Tries it from 19, and he gets it to go.
Well, it looks like he has put that rough first quarter in the rear view. He's starting to cook here in the second.
Beyond the arc. And he can't get that one to go. His 6th miss in 10 tries. Snatched away. And the first half now in the books. Leading by 8. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
34.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
You take a look at the home team, they started the season on a high note. Now they look to improve to 2-0.
Yeah, they look strong in that first matchup. Played with a lot of energy. We'll see if it carries over into this one.
And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a tough start for the home team.
They've been a step slow to close out on shooters all night, and that's why they've given up so many threes. Come on, man, show some hustle.
Perimeter D, apparently not their strong suit. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. Looking at our leaderboard here, last year the teams that made an art out of transitioning from defense to offense.
And whenever you turn the ball over against them, they pushed it right back at you. Last year, they were just merciless at exploiting teams whenever they made mistakes against them.
Shooting about 41%. Wagner on the wing. The three is up. It doesn't go for him.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Connects from downtown. He's got 15. Fires the three, and the three-pointer goes.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Shooting around 50% of the game so far. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Down low. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Such confidence as a passer. Hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
And the visitors call time here. That'll be a 5-second call.
He completely lost focus since the break, turning the ball over multiple times, and that's after no turnovers in the first half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third.
At the line for your home team, Boyan, taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. And here in the second half of play, we're Just over a minute in. The 3-ball. The shot off that time. Gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. The baseline J is on the way. Booth with the rebound. Booth's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Wagner in the high post. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. And there's the drive. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
They've closed the gap over the last few possessions. But can they push through and grab the lead?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
For the tie. And it's good on the lay-in. Give him 8.
I just love the ball movement.
Shooting at 45% of the game so far. Fires from deep. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
His play is a big reason why they're ahead. He hasn't missed a shot all night.
Drives to the hoop. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Tries it from the top of the key. Oh, he's on fire. 8 for 8 and just looking relentless.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter. And he converts the layup.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
The home team calls timeout. Both teams will make substitutions. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Great positioning on the putback.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. The deep 3. The rebound by Omarui.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
The free throw drops for Harris. Hits both from the stripe.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. The three. No good that time.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter for the lead. Knocks down the long J. Harris has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from three.
Will it go? Gets it to go. He's now 9 for 11 on the night.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And this will be his third and fourth free throws of the game here. And the first one at the line is good. And Harris drops them both. Gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. This one for 3. Davis with a rebound.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Harris misses. To the left wing. Fires in the triple. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Davis from long range. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. They lead by a bucket. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And it's Stewart in at the power forward position. Harris left side. Inside. Jacks up a 3. Doesn't go for him. Shooting 46%, a decent average so far. That's tipped. Pulls it. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. To the inside. Stewart outside. There's the 3. Not going to go that time. Shooting 47% on this one. Looking efficient. They get it again. The kick out to Williams. Over Stewart. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Well, great decision to kick it out. Trust that your teammate will knock down the shot.
Harris outside. 18 feet out. Jump shot is good. Harris has got 9 points here in the second half.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Red. Off target with the open look.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
The rebound by Omarui.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Harris passes to Omarui to tie it up.
Obviously, the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
Hard to win game. When you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
The home team calls timeout. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. He emphasized staying sharp the rest of the way, saying turnovers will kill us. We can close this gap if we take care of the ball. Don't try and overdo it. Let's send it back to you guys, Brian.
Allie, thank you. Gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Oh, he dialed that one up from long distance.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. And he comes up with a bucket. Gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Puts up a deep three. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now. No good with a layup.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. A quick shot there. It's off target. Shooting around 30% since the fourth quarter got underway. The quick look, no good that time. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Good.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Oh, that's a big bucket. Putting the offense on his shoulders right there.
Takes the three. Oh, they find the hot hand. You can count it. He's 10 for 14.
They're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
From the arc. He can't get that one to fall. Absolutely no room for error.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. There's the AT&T 5G Slam Can, capturing the moment. 44 seconds left in the game, and they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. No good on the quick three. They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
And it's in. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
The home team calls timeout. .27 seconds left in the final quarter. From behind the arc. And he buries it. And that one brings him within one. And now we've got an intentional foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he ends up making the second. And that'll put him up 2. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To tie it up. Oh, it falls! A huge shot to tie it up.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Time expires. We're going to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. To take the lead. Misses the layup. Shooting pretty well at 45%. Out to the wing. Lets it go from deep. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
It's tipped. Here's Booth. Takes a 3. Drills it from deep.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
With a 9-footer. Kicks it out to Wagner. Booth with the rebound. Booth's got 8 rebounds in the game. Puts up a 3. Second chance effort. No good there. Got no shots to fall out of 4 tries here in OT. With the drive, up and in on the layup. 27 points for him.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
From deep three-point range, that one is off. Gotten just 1 of 5 shots to go in OT. To the paint. Misses the layup. Gone 2 for 5 here in OT. The 3. The shot comes out. Shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul, first team foul.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
Taking 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
Shoots. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. 1:03 left to play in overtime. He connects! And he's tied it up! What a shot!
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
The 3 is up. No luck on that one.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
There's the drive. Laces one from 3.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
The home team calls timeout. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
And it would be smart to go for a 2-for-1 right now.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Oh, he nails it!
This is how you force a defense to collapse. Kick the ball right inside.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Third personal foul, first team foul.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Third personal foul, second team foul. Shooting for the away team.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he's able to hit the second one, and that'll put him up 2. The home team calls timeout. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Takes it inside. Count it! Fires the 3. And he drills the triple!
The whole arena knows they need a 3 to force another overtime.
Wagner outside. This is the tray! And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Third team foul. At the line for the away team.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he's unable to get the second one. And so the road team gets the W in this one. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
Period. And then their surge at the end.
Whew. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with DeMontis. DeMontis, a great team win against a quality opponent, too. What does this say about how you're playing?
It's great for us, building our confidence as a team, sticking together. I feel like we played better consistently, so it's good for us.
Confidence extremely important. Thanks, DeMontis.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And time now to present our player of the game.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Brent Perry and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Now, one more great treat for you folks. Joining us on our broadcast is Shams Charania. I'm so great to have you with us. Thanks for taking the time to take a seat and join us here courtside.
Star-studded group, the pleasure is all mine. I appreciate you guys so very much for having me aboard.
Look at the smile on Brent Barry's face. He is thrilled to have you here courtside with us.
Absolutely. Super excited about it.
On Monday, then on Wednesday. Now the starting group for the visitors. Tries it from 19. Good on the shot. The rebound by Booth. Jacks up a three. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young, and the coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands. He can hurt you with the pass and with his shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Count that one.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad. Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Well, the latest CBA introducing the second apron, limiting, Shams, what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others. And teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes and less of a chance of super teams and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked. About all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax. It's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron. And that, certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen to at least 1 or 2 teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Connects from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Team foul. Number 3.
And as the salary cap looks set to rise significantly, Shams, any major effects that you can anticipate?
It won't be like the year the Warriors signed KD. They're going to smooth the cap's numbers, and it's not going to spike quite the same. But these numbers will continue to get eye-popping when you think about player salary, and you have to keep in mind luxury tax and the new second apron that came into play with the collective bargaining agreement. And that will play a part in how teams build, not putting yourself in a restrictive position to continue to build winning organizations.
A lot of moving parts to contend with, but boy, a lot on the horizon.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
From the arc. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
To the inside. Williams with the block. 44 seconds left in the first quarter. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And the layup falls. 6 points for him.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
The tray. No good that time. Gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Shoots from the corner. It doesn't go for him.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
It's good from long range.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. They lead by 8. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
Here's Perry. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. A three-pointer is right on target. You communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners. You talk with personnel people. You know, knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part of how they operate their day-to-day jobs with these NBA teams?
A few things for me, Kevin. It is the relationships with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do they have the trust of others? That is of importance, certainly. How well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front offices in their own buildings? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information, to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day. Because if you know something is happening with a specific team, that could shape how you want to strategize your team moving forward.
Perry's the long-range jumper. 8 points for him.
Oh, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Pass to Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
this guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Shams, with as often as you've interacted with front offices all over the NBA, have you noticed any changes with how franchises operate with both the players and the media and that relationship, and where